Hi everyone, Rusty Dog here, and I'm going to be looking at passenger missions, which of course is why you're looking at my Cobra. Yep, it's not quite an Orca, it's not quite a Beluga, but that's because I am going to risk the ship and myself, possibly getting destroyed. Because I'm deliberately going to take a wanted passenger. Now, there's been a lot of people saying that wanted passengers equals insta-kill the moment you're scanned, and I have seen video evidence of this, and it is definitely true. So I guess the way around that is to see if you can avoid to get scanned, and that was very bad English, to see if you can avoid being scanned. Now that might be achievable in a similar way that you would if you were smuggling slaves into a station. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. So I've kitted out the Cobra. I haven't looked at any missions on the board yet. But hopefully with what I have on board I can pick up what I need. So we're just going to take a look at the outfitting of this, and from there we'll be able to see if we're in the right area. Now this only cost me about $1 million and something to refit, so not too much of a big deal there. So if we pop into the outfitting here. Oh, you should also note that I have got the new version of EDDI running, the voiceover plugin. So if you hear any voices that you're not normally used to hearing in the game, it's the plugin, and that will happen if I switch ships or go to jump to another system and stuff like that. You might hear stuff. It's the new version. I've only just installed it, so I don't really know what to expect yet. I know that there's extra information being garnered from the journals now, so let's see how that goes. Okay, as you can see here, my jump speed is my jump range is 20.8. My boost speed, unmodified, I think it's unmodified, is 437, which should be enough to get us into stations and hopefully boost us out of scan range. Now in the days of Robigo smuggling, the way to avoid a Fed scan, if you're interdicted by a Fed, was as soon as you hear that you're getting scanned, was to turn around and shoot. Not to kill, just one shot, and that one shot will stop them scanning, and then you turn back round and you get the hell out of there. Now whether that still works, I don't know. I might be able to just complete the mission. Worst case scenario, of course, is that the ship gets blown up, but for you guys, I'm prepared to take that sacrifice on board. So my hard points: unmodified, twin pulses and twin seeker missiles. Yeah, I normally do go with multi-cannons, but I thought I'd give these guys a little test just to keep those interdicting ships just to keep them awake. Utilities, there's only two, so I've just fitted them with heat sinks so that I can use them when docking back into the station. I don't know if I need that many. It depends how many missions I take, I suppose, and for every station I go into I'm going to need a heat sink to cool the ship down while I come in. Now there's two trains of thought on this. Some people say, you know, be at a distance and then just boost into the station, which is what I do, or enter the station normally but make sure that you obey the speed limit, and that will avoid a scan. I'm going to choose the get in there as quick as you can method, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. So my core internals is strictly, apart from life support, is strictly A rated. Okay, I've got a couple of mods here, which is simply blast resistant armor on the alloys. These are modifications left over from 2.1. The thrusters are, as I thought they were stock, they are not. They've got grade 3 drive strengthening, so they can be pushed even further if need be. But I think 437 is going to be quick enough. You don't want to be going too fast either, because you don't want to be entering the station at such a speed, smash it up against the wall, survive, but suddenly your passenger is now miserable. So that's no good. Just a one fuel tank there until we get into here. So enhanced shield generator, reinforced, that up to grade 4. So again, room for improvement there. Fuel scoop, and now I've just gone with a first class and an economy. Don't know which class of passenger are the ones that are wanted, unless they're all in different classes. But if the wanted people are in business class or economy, we'll rearrange this accordingly. I'm going to be taking the missions from here, from Shinra to Desra, because I am allied with a couple of factions here. Extra fuel tank, an advanced discovery scanner, which I think you're probably going to need, and that is it. That is it. Union flag livery, of course, and there we go. So let's take a look in the passenger lounge. Let's see what's available. I'm not allied with every faction, but I think I'm allied with 3. Yep, there we go, 3 of them. So we're looking at the expensive ones. This one. Now, not this one. Sometimes you get expensive missions, but they only want to go a couple of hundred light years. They are the ones who are the wanted ones. I might have the wrong... It looks to me like I may have the wrong class of... Oh, this bulletin board has changed since I last looked at it. Damn. Let's check out this 7 million. There was one here that was 12 million. They only wanted to go a couple of hundred light years. Oh, this is Pathfinder. This is not going to be... No. You need one that's going to be elite. I wish it would show it here. I wish it would show here. Novice, that's not going to be good enough. Elite, here we go. Low value target. Passenger is... I've seen that face before, and they were a high value target. Kaylee head, let's leave it there. Low value target. I'm looking at the ones that are requirements not met, because the reason they're not met is because I have the wrong cabin, and I can always fix that. Maybe quantity as well. Obviously this, I can't take 24 people. Let's check in this one. Low value target. Here we go. High value target. Passenger is at greater risk of attack from hostiles. Does not react well to danger. Hull damage will reduce. Time sensitive. Oh, that's not good either, is it? How far? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 different systems. Performing illegal actions will slightly reduce passenger satisfaction. You do realize that I may have to perform illegal actions to save your bloody life. Highly likely to make demands. Screw that. I'm not dealing with those. I want to pick up someone who is high value but only wants to go to one place, not multiple places. Maybe I shouldn't concentrate on the payment, but just let's run through it from the top. Not concentrate on the payment. I nearly said concentrate on the pavement. Yeah, not concentrate on the payment, but more concentrate on the factor of whether they're high ranking or not. This is not good. 10 people. We need specific people here. So let's run through this again. So low value, high value target. There we go. Perfect. High value target. They want to go to Shashna Dock, 12 light years away, and we're going to get paid almost $1 million. Well, that'll make up for what I just paid to refit this ship. So does not react well to danger. So let's not hit the starport on the way out or the way in on the destination. Time sensitive. What's the time? An hour and a half. I think we can handle that. High value target. Passenger is at greater risk of attack from hostiles. Not feds, unless feds count as hostiles. Neutral. Performing illegal actions for slightly. Okay. Demanding. How to make demands. What? Sushi? I mean, what are you... Denying these requests will reduce passenger satisfaction. Oh, he's going to be a bundle of fun, isn't he? Okay. Does it say what cabin he wants to be in first? And there's 3 of them. Wait a minute. So all 3 of them share all the same traits. Right. Right, okay. High value targets, that should say then, shouldn't it? Or are we taking 3 people and only Transport CEO and only Jackie Woodward is the alright, let's pick a cabin. So yep, just do that.
Mission for LTT 4487 industry accepted.
There you go. That's the EDDI VoiceAttack plugin. I mustn't forget to tell you about Coriolis.io before the end of this video either. Alright, so we've got the requirements that we need. We've got a wanted passenger and we have a fast ship and a small ship. So it's got less chance of being seen on the way in. Can we make it though? Now, it does. I don't know whether it mentioned anything about doesn't want to be scanned. Yeah, if I do get destroyed, I'm going to lose that 217,000 as well. Does it mention anything about being scanned? No, it doesn't mention anything about he doesn't react well to scans. But okay. That means I can probably be scanned and I'll be okay as far as the passenger's concerned, but not necessarily okay as far as the station's concerned. So either way, I'm going to be looking to try and not get scanned on the way out and on the way into here. This is going to be fun then. I fully think that I'm going to get destroyed here. That's my belief. So there's going to be no thought given to maintaining the speed limit on the way out or on the way in. I really don't care about that. So it's full pips to engines. We're going to be leaving here fast, possibly dropping a heat sink on the way out, and then now which is my heat sink button? Okay, I've got a button there which I think is chaff. Okay, I know which is yeah, I know which one it is. So I've got everything set up in my fire groups here. Pulses here, seekers there, pulses everywhere. Pulses back here, and I've got heat sinkers not on here because I do all that with keyboard. And I think we're just about ready to go. Okay, I wasn't interested in taking standard passengers yet. I just want to feel this out and see what it's like. So, cross your fingers, and I better launch.
Full control re-established.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
This is what I don't need. Blockages. Unbelievable. Get the hell out of here quick. This place is crawling with belugas now. Come on. It's once you leave here, you need to be leaving rapidly. Okay, come on. I don't know whether I'm going to get scanned on the way out, but I'm just going to push. I'm not going to drop a heat sink on the way out. I'm just going to chance that. Yes, I am mashing this thing. Okay, I think we're well out of range now.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Yeah, thanks. I'll try and have a safe trip, believe me. I will try. We're going to be on time if we get there. I don't think we should have any hull damage. Clearly the passenger doesn't mind.
Destination confirmed. Your Cobra MkIII is heading to the Fong Wang system. You are entering Federation space. Welcome back, Rear Admiral. This is your first visit to this system. Fong Wang is a Federation corporate supporting over 11 million souls, aligned to Felicia Winters. Fong Wang Limited is the controlling faction. There are 3 orbital stations and 2 planetary stations.
This is a lot of information. Right, it's not my first visit, but it's the first visit that you know of since I installed you. But thanks for all that info. And now it knows my rank. It called me Rear Admiral. And it knows my ship now. It didn't call the ship by its name, which it normally has done in the past. This might go smoothly, guys. The only thing I can think is going to get in our way is a scan on the way in. But I'm just going to pretend I'm smuggling slaves or illegal cargo into the station and just see if I can successfully manage the speed and whatnot. It doesn't look like we're going to be under threat of an interdiction. So we'll just turn it into the round potato here and up we go. Other people were saying that the passenger missions were bugged because beacons were not appearing, and it turns out that they are there, but you just need to be within 1,000 light seconds of it. But knowing which planet it orbits is another thing, so hopefully that'll get fixed. Right, so I'm staying well away.
Your Cobra MkIII has left Supercruise.
DeLacy, Romeo Uniform Sierra. We're happy to have you, Commander.
Oh,
Priority access will be granted.
I'd rather be around 10 kilometers out if I can help it.
Falcon DeLacy Romeo Uniform Sierra message confirmed.
Wow. She's responding. This new EDDI is really cool. She's now responding to that message. Oh, this is nice. We got lined up pretty well. It's not perfect, but we're pretty well there. So what I do is max thrust until we get into docking request range, and then it's just a case of boosting from about 6k out, especially with a ship of this speed. I can't from here see which way the greens and the red lights are on, which side they're on. That might be a giveaway. Right, wish me well. Here we go. This could end in destruction. I'm not lined up as well as I'd like.
We have been denied docking.
Permission denied, Commander. Decrease range and submit again.
I messed that up. That's a rarity. I don't normally do that. Probably only going to get scanned about 3 kilometers out, but I don't normally mistime that. Let me just reline up again. I mean, maybe this is I'm being overcautious, but you know, I don't want to lose my ship if I can help it. Now those lights that light up on the Coriolis front face, the red and white ones, is that when a ship's coming in and out? I haven't noticed it before, but you can see it from this distance. It hasn't lit up yet, but it did a short while ago. If it lights up again, I will let you know. You probably see it. So I'd rather get as lined up as I possibly can. That looks to be pretty well lined up there. Almost. Okay. So, okay, the lights have just come on, probably because of distance. Okay, 7, 8, blah, blah, blah.
Approved for access. Your assigned landing pad is number 29er.
Right, I've just dropped a heat sink.
Landing pad 29 is at 1 o'clock far, as you enter with the green lights on your right.
You are kidding. Oh my god, that is awesome! She just said landing pad 29 is at 1 o'clock as you enter with the green lights on your right. Firstly, how did she know I was entering with the green lights on the right, or was that just coincidence? Secondly, that she can tell me exactly where that is absolutely brilliant.
Deploy landing gear.
So I knew it. That helps on smuggling missions.
Connecting to Shakna Docks services.
Shakna.
Docking confirmed. Securing ship.
Now,
You're
because
all
now,
checked in,
1
Commander.
o'clock, I knew exactly where to point the ship.
Link obtained. The local market is selling geological equipment at a good price, as well as skimmer components and building fabricators. Your Cobra MkIII refueled. Your Cobra MkIII rearmed.
It's a bit too much information. I wish you could turn down the verbosity of this so that you can choose what it tells you. Am I in the wrong place here? No, handing contract. So no complaints then.
Mission completed.
Wow. That's it. Now the reason you'll probably notice in the loadout, I did add a cargo hold. The only reason I did that is because sometimes some of these missions like to pay you in commodities and whatnot, and I'll decide at the time whether I want to keep those commodities or sell them straight away. So I have enough cargo. No, I don't. Capacity 00. Where did I put my cargo? It's this thing's supposed to have 4 tons of cargo on it. Oh well, okay, so obviously I messed up there. Alright, so hey, we got away with that one. There wasn't yeah. Okay, we're not getting these missions because we're not allied. Okay. We got one here. High value target. Yeah, again, 3 separate systems. I don't mind the distance so much. I just don't want to do 3 because I don't want to lengthen the video to that much. Cristobal Hopkins. I would like to see this here. I'd like to know what rank. So it'll tell me. Now this one is a low value target, unlikely to be sought, but doesn't want to be scanned. So this is slightly different. Unfazed by danger. I recognize that face. Wasn't that the guy? Was that the one we just brought in? Anyway, laid back. Or somebody we just saw. Somebody very similar to that was at Shinrata. Now, take a note of this. Passengers may be wanted in multiple systems. Is that a general warning? Or is that a warning for this particular dude? Again, 15 light years away, it's 1 jump. It's going to pay me $500,000. Unfazed by danger. Hull damage is unlikely to affect passenger satisfaction. No, but it will definitely affect pilot satisfaction. Laid back, delays. So I'll be panicking and freaking out in the cockpit, and he'll be there doing a crossword. Laid back, delays are. So he doesn't give a monkey's, this guy. Low value target. Passengers may be wanted in multiple systems. I don't know whether this is a general warning, or if this is specific to this one. Secretive. Well, we'll find out now. Secretive. Being scanned will greatly reduce his satisfaction. Well, on that note, if I get blown up by a station after being scanned, it's going to greatly reduce my satisfaction as well. So I guess we share some characteristics. Criminal. Here we go. Transporting this passenger will be seen as a... Now this is specific to this person. Transporting this passenger will be seen as an illegal action in most systems, indifferent to any legal actions performed while on board. Okay, so if I do anything else illegal while he's traveling with me, he doesn't mind. So basically this guy's a criminal who doesn't give a monkeys about anything. He's just going to pay me $500,000 to go one jump. Well, he can go into the economy class. He doesn't care about comfort either, apparently. So we'll take this one on. So on this one, we know we can't get scanned. So possibly we could have been scanned before and it would have been okay. But I think if it says this, criminal, then if you do get successfully scanned, it's bye-bye ship. Do I agree with that? Sort of. Mainly no, I don't agree with it, but sort of. If it's just him on board and I'm responsible for the cargo I take, then yeah, if you want to open up and kill the ship, and well, you don't kill me or him because we all eject, then fine. But if it's a case of 60 people on board and they're all innocent except this guy, it doesn't seem logical to blow the whole ship up and kill all those innocent people, or make them all eject. I suppose it doesn't make sense to me, but anyway. So let's take this guy.
Mission for official LTT 5212 party accepted.
It's a different spelling. Now then, I want to go to here. Hostile ships may be sent against you. Okay, so that wasn't a general warning then. These are all the information on here. Well, this information. Certainly, this is a general warning. Be prepared for a long flight. Fuel scoops. All right. Yeah. So that's mission specific. This isn't, because this is, well, yeah, it is kind of is specific actually. If you're going on a long route, you do need to check that the route is viable and your ship can do that kind of 18,000, 19,000, 35 million. Okay. I don't see any need for luxury cabins right now. This is the only mission I'm going to take, though. To be honest, I'd rather cash that 273,000 I've got. I know I've got this. You keep telling me, people keep telling me, but you're a billionaire, what do you care? Well, if I didn't care, I would never reach $1 billion, would I? I want to be able to spend money and buy nice things like a beluga and stuff and stay above $1 billion. I want to stay a billionaire. So yes, I want to still accumulate money. So I don't think we've put this in yet, so let's go in here. So now we definitely are at risk. I am now officially transporting a criminal, not somebody who, you know, might be looked at. Leave it, city. Oh God. Yeah, that tells me I'm going to get destroyed here, and I'll just have to leave it there in pieces. Okay. This doesn't inspire. It's got omens, even though I'm not superstitious. This has got omens written all over it. Okay, so we have refueled. We've restocked the heat sinks. I have got 6 of them, I think. Yep, 6 is it? Or that heat sink there, is it 1 in the barrel and 2 left? It's probably 2, isn't it? Well, anyway, 4 or 6, whatever the hell it is. I prefer to enter the hangar and then go to the surface, because at least then I'm facing the right way. Sorry, I'm going to do that. Because there's no turnaround option on the on the menu here. Shack and a dog. Okay, so this is one of the new interiors. And now we're going to return to the surface again, but we'll be facing the correct way this time. And it would appear that the system we need to go to is behind us. So that is going to mean that I'm going to have to boost all the way out, forwards, all the way, out, until I'm very much away, and then I can start the jump, turn around, and just execute the jump. Okay. So, it does not say I'm carrying anything illicit here, or any such like. I would like a list of names of all my passengers, really, so I can choose to eject each and any one individually. There's a lot of potential here with the passenger missions, you know. I hope Frontier explore those avenues, like being able to hand over wanted criminals. You get fined heavily instead of getting killed, and you can hand over wanted criminals to the feds after you've been interdicted. They don't reward you, they just don't kill you for it, and you're able to go on your way after being heavily fined. And that way you can come here, you've got your passengers listed, it tells you which ones are wanted, for example, and then you can just scroll up and down, and then you can jettison, and the feds pick them up. You fail the mission, you get fined, but that's the risk. But you don't have to lose a beluga liner over it. Okay, because people then say, oh, you know, because somebody complains on the forum, or as they call it, whinging, but it's not always whinging. These are legitimate concerns sometimes. They say, oh, you know, I took a wanted passenger, I got a scan, and the security said I was clean, and then a second later I got blown up. And somebody comes on and says, well, don't take wanted passengers then. Well, that's not the answer. Because then if everybody does that and doesn't take wanted passengers, then what's the point of wanted passengers? There's no point. They become redundant in the game. There's no point. Anyway.
Disengaged from local networks.
Docking clamps retracted. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
Yeah. The exclusion zone, which is when you're excluded from being able to kill me. So I'm going to heat sink on the way out, definitely. I've got the Coriolis starport locked onto my target so that I can see the distance. And I want to be beyond 10k. I wonder how far the station can reach when it comes to shooting you. Okay, so we're 10k out, so now I'm going to start the charge. And just before the charge gets there, I'll just drop this and we'll try and line up.
Jump in progress. Your Cobra MkIII is in transit to the Syntech system. You have entered independent space. This is your first visit to this system. Syntech is an independent corporate home to just over 4.5 million souls, aligned to Zamina Torval. Syntech Industries is the local power. There are 3 orbital stations and a single planetary station here.
I wish it wouldn't refer to people as souls. Same on aeroplanes. They're all passengers until they get killed and then they become souls. Oh, there were 100 souls on board. I just don't like the way that clipper is showing some interest here. Are you naughty or are you okay? Okay. So, you see a clipper's a fast ship, so if it interdicts me, it's not going to be that easy to get away from. Now if it's a non-police ship and it scans me successfully, the passenger's just going to be dissatisfied, but is it going to be enough to fail the mission? Or what? I mean, a station, if it scans you, or if the cops around a station scan you, which then triggers the station to fire on you, you're done for. But a ship? Not necessarily. So the biggest risk isn't really supercruise, it's actually going back into the other station. And maybe my passenger isn't wanted in this system. I've got no way of finding out, because it said he's wanted in most systems. That's probably everything in the bubble. You know, but if it was some systems, it'd be nice to know which ones he's wanted in and which ones he's not. Maybe if I well, I don't know. No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to finish that thought. So let's see if we can nail this entry into the system here, into the station. Try and line up straight away if possible. So this will be my second ever passenger mission and my first criminal. So I'm going to start building up quite a reputation as a criminal smuggler. But if I'm getting 500,000 just to do it, one quick jump like that, and then comes the next stage of risk, stacking multiple wanted passenger missions. Oh, buddy. Maybe start with a couple, work up, then do 3, then do 4, see how far you get. But you just keep rolling the dice until you eventually get killed, so you can know where your limit is. Okay, I think that looks like we should be reasonably well lined up. Although, judging by the planet behind me, I'm guessing not. Maybe I don't need to drop heat sinks on the way out. I do get scanned on the way out of stations, even my own at Shinrata, Jameson Memorial, sorry. So I'm taking no chances. Belt and braces routine here. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, so let's line it up and see where we are.
Return to normal space.
I can't see the arrows.
ULAC Romeo Uniform Sierra.
Too dark. I think it's...
Independent Star System Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
Yes, I will.
Commander Lacey Romeo Uniform Sierra message confirmed.
I will definitely request docking. And you better have a pad ready for me. So this is going to be interesting, especially if this time the green lights are on the left. And see if the EDDI knows. Now I think it's always has to be that the green lights are on the right. And if I'm approaching with the green lights on the left, and she says 1 o'clock, the stations, your parking bay's at 1 o'clock or whatever, your launch pad, your docking bay, whatever, is at 1 o'clock, then I'll have to know that it's 7 o'clock for me because I'm coming in upside down, effectively. how can the plugin possibly know which way I'm coming into the station? Does it? Can it? I don't know. Anyway, so we're 10k out, so we're going to just double boost here. So we're going to boost initially to get to the 7.5. Try and line up at the same time. And we're going to boost one more time. Kill the power. Drop a heatsink. Green is on the right again.
Landing pad 19 is at 10 o'clock far, as you enter with the green lights on your right.
10 o'clock, exactly right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know I can still get scanned. If I have to nosedive it into the ground in order to stop it, I will. Well, either it's the heat sinks or I've just been lucky.
Contact. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Maybe I've just been lucky. Maybe I've just been lucky.
Access established. The local market is selling personal weapons at a good price as well as geological equipment and skimmer components. Your Cobra MkIII restocked. Mission completed. Your Cobra MkIII refueled.
An ally? Well, that was quick. I don't recall having done stuff in here before, but possibly. Syntech? So, yeah. So far, so good then. So, wanted passengers? It's doable. Where, yeah, it's not like, it seems to me that it's not completely bugged. If there is a bug, it's doable. The bug for me would be not so much a bug, but the actual logic of it, of destroying an entire ship. I mean, if you're carrying 80 slaves and you get scanned, your mission fails, you get a fine, and that's it. So why do you get killed if you're bringing in... I mean, surely it's a worse crime to be transporting 80 slaves than one criminal. What they can do is, when they scan you coming into the station, if they scan you with a wanted criminal, they can maybe heavily fine you, 10 times the mission reward, and say that if you do not jettison or get rid of this guy out of your cabin within, I don't know, 20 seconds, whatever, then you'll be fired upon inside the station. And you can either, or I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. 20 seconds actually would be exciting, because that gives you the option to take off, turn around, get out the mail slot and try and boost away before the ship turns on you. But then what do you do with the passenger? You know he has to go there. Well, you can expand it further. The passenger can say, thank you for getting me out of there and saving my life. Let's go to this station instead. I'm just thinking out loud here. Just some possibilities. Now here's one wants to go to 2 destinations, but it's a sightseeing adventure. 1.1 million, low value. Doesn't want to be scanned though. Oh, hold on. 1, 2. No. I don't mind doing these, but not for this video. Maybe do a longer video later. So Valentine Santos wants to go to a planet, and it's 1 jump away. Now this is a different scenario here. Are they wanted? Yeah. Now this is different because it's not the same as going up to a Coriolis station, timing your boost, timing your heatsink drop, and getting in there. You probably got security ships floating around. Alright, so this is demanding. Well, I had no demands from the other one. I mean, this looks like Grace Jones dipped in bleach. Anyway, let's not get insulting here. Does not react well to danger. Time sensitive. High value. Neutral. So somebody very finicky here. Demanding. Yeah. So they're probably going to want a kosher meal, or a vegetarian meal perhaps, and they probably have a peanut allergy as well. So I maybe have to buy some peanuts from the commodities store just so that I can open them up in case she annoys me too much. And I'll just open them up and blow the peanut dust all over her. Alright, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, let's take this one on. I mean, this looks like 3 bus conductors to me. But
Mission
anyway.
for Values Party of Syntech accepted.
No, I could take another one. Now here's a luxury one, look. I don't have any luxury, but this means if it's luxury, the only ships you can use is an Orca and a Beluga. So how far do they want you to go? That's okay. Because I was going to say, you know, if it was like 20,000 light years or something, I think, well, you know, it's luxury. You've got a choice between Orca and Beluga, and both of those ships are passenger luxury liners, and the jump ranges on both of those ships is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So we've got no more missions we can accept here. I just want to remind myself, it didn't say she's not a criminal. It's high value. There's nothing here mentioned about scanning. So should I therefore not drop any heat sinks? I think I'm okay here. From what I can tell, if we get a scan, we'll be okay. And, you know, that's leaving here and dropping at the station. So I probably won't need any heat sinks. Maybe I can test that by trying to get scanned, perhaps, and see what happens. It might kill me, but at least I'll know. Because it doesn't say that they're a criminal. It's just that hostiles may attack, not feds. So that means just interdictions from people who are after this person, which is a whole different thing from the feds wanting to, you know, to nab this person. So this is probably not that difficult of a mission. I mean, insufficient cargo capacity. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I can empty what I've got right now. The reward isn't great, but that's not the point here. The point is to test this this game mechanic. So in we go. Oh, I'm not in the right place, am I? Yes, I am. Sorry, I am. Ah, now. This is stupid. Sorry, this is stupid. Or is it? No. If this gets fully rendered when I do an advanced system scan, then okay. It just means I can't decide. So if I'm exploring, for example, in deep space, and I look at a neighboring system, I can't go and look and see if there's anything nice on the surfaces for me to jump into. I can look here, but that's how it was in 2.1, so okay. So if I come in here and do an advanced system scan, that should render. If it doesn't, then that's just absolutely idiotic. Okay, I guess we're going to find out. So I'm going to try and do this without a heatsink drop and see what happens. It was only the last one
Control room established.
that's,
Detach complete.
that
Departure
specifically
authorized.
said criminal. I'm not going to wait for you. Well, I'm giving you a chance to scan if you want. Doesn't say that she's sensitive to scans or nothing.
You have left the no-fire zone. Flight control out.
Okay, let's go. Well, so far, I've either been lucky or certainly with the mission we just did, I haven't been interdicted by hostiles. I'm not going to get paid. It's hard. This one's hardly worth my fuel costs.
Destination confirmed. Your Cobra MkIII is traveling to the LTT 5212 system. You are entering Empire space.
Whoa.
Welcome back, Your Majesty. This is your first visit to this system. LTT 5212 is an Empire dictatorship supporting nearly 127,000 people, controlled by Felicia Winters. Official LTT 5212 party is the immediate power. There are 2 orbital stations and 1 planetary station in this system.
That was the last thing I expected. Welcome, Your Majesty. Oh my God. That's because I am, in the Empire, I'm ranked as king. Oh God. Your Majesty. These guys at EDDI, honestly, they've done a really cool job, I have to say. It's a superb plugin. Oh, I've overshot this now. I mean, if what else could she have said? I suppose King Rusty Dog or something. I mean, the plugin knows my name, but it hasn't referenced me at all. So, oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, my fault. I meant to stop engines.
In the vicinity of planet LTT 5212A4.
I meant to drop engines there, not drop out. This better be rendered. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. This is stupid. Sorry, this is stupid. That means, oh, why did Frontier do this? It means I can't, right, 2 things here then. When you're exploring, it would be nice, having fully rendered planets now, to be able to look in and go, oh, this looks interesting. This looks like a place. Whoa, look at all those features on there. This looks like a place I'd like to go and have a look at. Check that out. What does this tell me? Nothing. The other thing is, it now means that this is not going to render until I run a detailed scan on it. And by the time I'm close enough to do a detailed scan, I can already see the damn thing anyway. So it's, oh, I don't know.
Cannot comply.
It's, I really hoped that they weren't going to do that.
4, 3, 2.
There's no logic to that for me. I've not heard a valid argument for doing that yet. If you don't want to see the rendered planet, you don't have to look at it. No one's forcing you to look at it. If you want to go and find out for yourself, fine, go. And, you know, but it doesn't make sense. as I said before, it's the equivalent of me visiting some place, travelling a long distance to get there, and then once I get there, or just before I get there, I just have to turn a corner to see it, somebody hands me a photograph. So there you go. So well, it's I don't need to see it now. Then I've seen the photo. It's pointless. This is beyond stupid for me. Anyway, whatever. The reason I'm pissed off about it is because I plan to do it in a couple of weeks.
Space near planet TT5212A4.
I plan to do a long distance exploration, maybe to Sagittarius A. And if I'm getting unrendered planets, I'm not going to.
Delacey, Romeo,
I'm not going to go.
Sierra. It's good to see you, Commander. Please submit a docking request before landing.
When everybody else stops talking, and I know that it's the same as it was in 2.1. I do understand that, and yes, I would have gone into Sagittarius A in 2.1 as well, but we have the feature of rendered planets now, and they add something to the game, especially to exploration. And exploration doesn't have much going for it anyway in terms of, I don't know, it needs more enhancements really. And Frontier themselves were asking people for ideas about enhancing exploration. Well, you've just taken a feature away that we had in the beta. Don't... never mind, forget it.
Initiating link to Akiyama's inheritances services.
Landing completed.
So, we made this
Ground
again.
crew. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
And once again,
Link established.
yeah,
Your Cobra
but not to my
MkIII
passenger
refueled.
lounge. Okay. All right. Where? What? Where? Have I missed something out here? The fact that I haven't scanned this and come across the name Akiyama's Inheritance, it's called Unexplored. Is that not enough? This could be a bug that was being mentioned, that the missions wouldn't complete. I am at Akiyama's Inheritance because it says so. Even though it's showing a Coriolis icon, I am here. So why is the contract not ending? Am I missing something? Well, okay, so we do have a bug then. I mean, you can't expect. Would you? I mean, what is it that I haven't? Is there a bug somewhere where that because I haven't detail scanned the planet? What am I missing? Transport CEO to Akiyama's Inheritance. Done that. You will receive payment upon successful delivery. That's not happened. I don't have cargo capacity. Is that a problem? Really? I mean, you can still pay me. I don't need the cargo. Is this really the issue here? I don't know. It can't be, otherwise I've seen, well, firstly, it shouldn't let me take the mission in the first place. And secondly, you know, it should say sorry, my brain's all spaghettied. It should be here in the requirements not met category, because I don't have cargo to get the payment. And I've seen change logs where it says if the player doesn't have enough cargo to get paid the rewards, then just subtract the rewards and just pay them the money. So I don't know. Let's see if they sell cargo here. Well, I don't know what you guys think about the rendering of oh, I know what it was. The 4 tons of cargo I thought I had was on the might have been on a different ship I was configuring. Let's take the fuel tank and store that. And let's add, I hope they have something, cargo rack. Okay, so now I can accept your reward. But do I need to refresh the mission now? I don't know. Because this is forcing you then to have a cargo. Yeah. It's forcing me to have a cargo bay. Why can't I just say, I don't want your micro cooling hoses, just give me the money? You know, just give them to charity or something. Oh boy. So for me this is, if it's not a bug, it comes across as one to me. Because I've seen change logs where where they've said that they're making allowances for that. So you're really forced. See, this is why when I've outfitted, I think it was an Orca, not my Orca, I haven't bought one yet, but when I fitted out an Orca, I put a capacity 4 cargo rack in there specifically for missions that pay commodities, on the chance that I would want to keep those commodities. In this case, I don't want to keep them. So now you're forcing me to use up a slot. If I didn't have the cargo capacity to be paid those microwave cooling hoses, why wasn't it in the requirements not met? They say, oh, you know, it's requirements not met because we can't pay you the full reward. I should be allowed to accept the mission, and then a warning pop up saying, you do not have cargo. Do you still want to go ahead with this mission? Knowing that if you do, you will not get paid the commodities, but you will get paid the cash. Still. I don't know. So I'll put the fuel tank back in, which means now I've got to fill it up, I suppose. Yep. That's
Your
200
Cobra MkIII refueled.
Right, well that brings the passenger missions to an end on this video. I might do some more in a future video. Maybe I'm going to try a few more wanted criminals and see how it goes, but see if I can pick up some high-paying, you know, high-paying ones that would maybe pay me in the millions. So before I go, I just want to take a look. What's this now? Cordial, yeah. Whatever. So I want to take a look at the new Coriolis. So let's just take a quick look at that. So you'll notice the address has changed, the URL. This is the orca I was working on. Now you can see I did put a cargo rack in there just for this. This is an orca that I'm working on, and there's a couple of things you'll notice here. Well, firstly, I don't own an orca. This is what I'm going to possibly look at building. It comes to about 83.5 million, but you'll notice it says here first class passenger cabin, da, 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 da. And if we go into ships, you'll notice the Beluga liner is here. Now if you go to Coriolis.io, you won't see any of that, and that's because there's been an address change, but it's not quite as it seems to be here. So if we just go to the main page, it's Coriolis.eddcd.io. Okay, so that EDCD is in the middle. Alright, and it says this is a Coriolis EDCD edition, a temporary clone of the original Coriolis.io with added support for Elite Dangerous 2.2. Okay, and if we go into settings and about, you'll see the reason why. This is a clone of the Coriolis project, whose original author is currently unable to maintain it. So basically ECDC community are now maintaining this. They've taken over and are now maintaining this. And if you have builds in Coriolis.io, then you can back them up by copying the text. Go to settings backup. So you go to settings, backup, and you'll have your text here, which you just copy to the clipboard. Then you'll come to the new Coriolis. You go to settings again and import, and you will paste your text here. Click on proceed. It will list all your ships, and then you click on import, and all your ship builds will now be here in the new Coriolis. Alright, and you'll probably see, if I show you something like my Corvette, you'll notice now that there are new symbols in play as well. It doesn't cater for engineered mods, so don't expect that. Whether that is going to be something in the future, I don't know. I don't know how they could do that, because there's too many variables. Everything's different. But for example, I have EDDI running, as you know, the EDDI plugin. So if I was to just transfer back to that, and now I'm just going to say send my ship to Coriolis.
Sending your ship to Coriolis.
Okay, so now I go into Coriolis, and you will see that it has sent all my ship's details and filled in all the boxes. Alright, which is pretty cool, and of course it takes care of the cabins, so it supports full 2.2. So yeah, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm ignorant on this one. I'm not sure who EDCD is. I intend to find out though, and yeah, thank you for continuing to support and update Coriolis.io, because this is a pretty invaluable page for us Elite Dangerous users. I just messed that up. It just doesn't matter. So yeah, it's a pretty invaluable page to us ED users, so thanks for that. And I'm glad to see not only that it's available in 2.2 for 2.2, but that somebody managed to take on the project after the original owner for some unknown reason was unable to continue updating it. So that's just a little update on that site. Anyway, I'm happy with the passenger missions right now, apart from that the payment issue. I'm going to mention that in the forums, maybe raise it as a bug, and I'm certainly going to be having some verbals about that planet rendering. I just think it's lunacy. I think it's just complete lunacy. It just doesn't compute in my head. That it doesn't make sense that you're only going to be able to scan and see what it looks like once you're close enough to actually see what it looks like. It's pointless. You know, it's absolutely pointless. I mean, it's like, I mean, if you're looking at a holiday brochure, you see all the places first, don't you? And then you decide, oh, we'll go and visit that one. We'll go there. I mean, would you go to a place that you'd not seen any photographs or pictures of? Maybe that's a bad example. I don't know. But I want to see what the planet looks like. If the facility, if the feature is there available in the game, then show it to us at a more logical time. You know, if we do a full advanced system scan, it should be available. Everything should be available with that scanner. The detail scanner should reveal further information like what kind of materials you can get off the planet, what the rings are made of, the orbit, all that kind of stuff. Let it. It's a surface scanner. It doesn't have to be one that shows you the surface. I mean, how can a scanner? Never mind. I'm gonna be. I'm not, because that's a whole different video of its own. So that is Passenger Missions, the Wanted Criminals version. I am going to try more, but now I've got to be careful to pick up only wanted passengers that are not going to reward me with commodities, because I can't. I'm not going to mess around getting a cargo scoop and all this stuff. I mean, look at this one. This is how far is this? Look, one jump, 750,000. LFT Merid. That's one jump away from Shinrata Desra. So I might take that one. And who's the other one? Look, these two together. They're both going to the same place. They're both unfazed, low value. This one's a criminal. Ooh, hello. Was the other one a criminal? No. One's a criminal, one isn't. But they're both going to the same place, and that will net me 1.5 million. Can I take them both on? Oh, wait a minute. What's the reward? Okay, so it's just cash. Okay.
Mission for United Kungi Independence accepted.
Well, I thought that might happen, so I made sure not to take on the criminal first. So I'm gonna go off and do that, and I'm gonna end this video right here. So this is Rusty Dog signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.